Muy buenos días,
Good
bienvenidos.
morning. Welcome to this very special regional event in commemoration of the World Soil Day. We are very excited to having the participants of all over Latin America and the Caribbean together with the common purpose of taking care of our soils. This year, the the slogan is World Soil and Water, Source of Life, two fundamental resources for our agricultural systems. The regional office of FAO for Latin America and the Caribbean together have prepared this event to emphasize the importance of the relationship between soil and water for sustainable and resilient agri-food systems. My name is Ana Posas, and together we'll be with you moderating this session. I would like to start greeting our guests and speakers. I will begin with Mr. Victor Manuel Villalobos. He's the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development of Mexico. Sol Ortiz, General Director of Policies, Prospecting and Climate Change of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development of Mexico, and President of the Soil Partnership of Latin America and the Caribbean, and all the members and focal points of the Alliance for the Soils of Latin America and the Caribbean, members of the academias, research institutes, associations of producers, regional networks, and global networks, members of the community of practice on soils, and community of practice on family farming and agroecology, teams of the offices of FAO of the region, all the general public as well. We are together today to celebrate the World Soil Day, an occasion that offers the opportunity to reflect on the importance, the vital importance of this resource. We want to express our greetings and our thanks to all the participants, speakers, and collaborators that made this event possible. Also, we recognize the joint effort of the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean that are present today in this greeting, and that constantly are collaborating with the Soil Partnership of the region, ASLAC. Thank you to all of you on the present for being with us, and repeat the support of regional office of AO in all the actions aimed at manage the soils in a sustainable and productive way at the same time. We remind you that we are transmitting this event with simultaneous interpretation into English. You can follow us through channel YouTube of FAO from the website www.fao.org/Americas, and also from our account X Twitter at FAO Americas. In the chat are all the links that you can follow the event either in English and in Spanish. We invite you to comment the event in social networks with the hashtags World Soil Day and Acción por el Suelo, which is in Spanish. Now we will start our commemorative greetings. Mr. Mario Lubetkin has the floor. He's Deputy Director of the he has 5 minutes for his presentation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon. I want to greet all the Sol Ortiz and Mr. the Secretary of Agriculture and President of the Alliance of the American Soils, the Latin America and the Caribbean, and all the partnership representatives of the academic sector, research, of the community of practice. For me, it's a pleasure really to welcome you to this commemoration of this World Soil Day. The United Nations approved formally the celebration of this day every 5th of December the 5th to defend the soil in order to produce food. Latin America and the Caribbean has been a committed region in the processes of the sustainable management of the resources and promote all different activities in the framework of this commemoration. From all the different countries of the region, we have had different events, and we will have events to commemorate on how this and how this is increasing, it's growing. Remember the moderator, soil and water, source of life. The survival depends, as we said, between soil and water. over 29% of our food come from all the fundamental resources. Water and the soil is vital for the absorption of nutrients by the plants. This is a symbiotic relationship. This is basic for our agri-food. Soil and water are the essential resources to cover the needs of the population and the future generations as well. Both resources create goods and important services for this for the sustainability. If we don't have the right manners of practicing, the soil will be degrading. The erosion as well. Lack of balance is important in availability in all the forms of life and affects the biodiversity and fertility of the soil and the quality and amount of water. To give answer to these challenges of how we promote the implementation of good practices, supporting the sustainable management. The collective
múltiples actores, como los gobiernos, las organizaciones internacionales, instituciones académicas y comunidades locales, son y serán fundamentales para lograr resultados sostenibles. Junto a la Alianza Mundial por el Suelo y sus alianzas regionales, así como otras instancias de colaboración, hemos avanzado en construir y apoyar una agenda transformadora e innovadora que posicione la invaluable aporte de los suelos a los sistemas agroalimentarios. Un ejemplo concreto de ello, creo, es a partir del trabajo de la Alianza Mundial por el Suelo.
A complete example is based on the example generated in the volunteers of what were incorporated and accepted of efficacy and based on science to promote the sustainable management of soils and the data, oriented to all interest parts of how to put them in practice. The role of soils is recognized at world levels by decision makers, especially based on climatic changes contexts. We reintegrate our technical support and commitment to continue working together and to be sure of the diversity of the use of soil, fertility, and the health of our soils, and the sustainable impact of biodiversity, and to promote the ecosystems. And today we celebrate the protection of a resource that is the basis of food security for the future of the planet and humanity. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Dubetten, for reaffirming the commitment of AFAO in the construction of an innovative and transforming agenda for this crucial moment when the role of soil is recognized at a world level. FAO is the one of is supporting to ensure diversity in the use of soils, health of soils, the care of waters, and the promoting of ecosystem services. We thank FAO to share lessons learned and support in the integrated lessons for all the resources. So this is strong speech. So thank you for that. So now we will share the video with the greetings of Victor Manuel Villalobos, and we thank this way. Please, can you share the video?
Saluda a las personas que siguen el evento interesadas en la conservación y manejo sostenible de los suelos de América Latina y el Caribe, una región protagonista para la producción agropecuaria y la seguridad alimentaria del mundo. Saludo a los puntos focales nacionales cuya labor de coordinación contribuye a que como región se aporte significativamente al objetivo global que impulsa la Alianza Mundial por el Suelo, de generar información, concientizar y fortalecer el manejo sostenible de los suelos, también es parte de esta agenda. Saludo a los miembros del Presidium, representantes de la FAO y Comité Directivo de ASLAC, Alianza por el Suelo de América Latina y el Caribe. Aprovecho la ocasión para reconocer a todos los socios integrantes de la ASLAC, representantes de gobierno, académicos, organizaciones de productores y el sector privado, cuyo trabajo conjunto ha permitido posicionar en las agendas nacionales el recurso suelo como un factor fundamental no solo para la agricultura y la alimentación, sino para mitigar el cambio climático y la pobreza. Enfatizo que el tema de esta conmemoración es de gran relevancia para la sociedad, dado que además del suelo, se incluye otro recurso vital para la vida, que es el agua. El suelo y el agua, una fuente de vida. Este evento de conmemoración permite visualizar los avances realizados por cada país, siendo la región una de las más entusiastas en el impulso del cuidado de los suelos, con grandes retos para la gestión sostenible del agua. En el contexto actual, el cambio climático, donde el impacto de fenómenos como las sequías son más frecuentes y severas, es importante tener presente la relación indisoluble entre el suelo y el agua. Considero que sin estos elementos, la agricultura, como hoy la conocemos, no es posible, y este evento permite visualizar ante la sociedad las acciones que desde los diferentes frentes y con participación de diversos actores se realizan para cuidar los suelos de manera adecuada y hacer un uso eficiente del agua. Comparto que en el caso de México se desarrolló la Estrategia Nacional de Suelo para la Agricultura Sostenible en ASAS, incluyendo una visión sistémica y considerando el agua como un elemento central de las estrategias para lograr que las funciones del suelo contribuyan al bienestar de la sociedad. Reitero el reconocimiento al trabajo realizado por todos los países de la región, el cual podrá visualizarse en el siguiente bloque de este evento. Y finalmente invito a continuar con el trabajo colaborativo en la región a favor de los suelos, que en este momento tiene el honor de presidir nuestro país, nuestro querido país México. Muchas gracias y enhorabuena.
Gobierno de México.
Government of Mexico. We thank the Secretary of Agriculture and Rural Development of Mexico for sharing these valuable words. As chair of the Alliance, as the Regional Alliance of Soil of Latin America and the Caribbean, Mexico has given all the from fields, the regulation as it is the national strategies of soil until the generation of productive capacities in the field. Congratulations to Mexico for this great work. To continue with our agenda, we will share a video that will gather the greetings of different countries of Latin America and the Caribbean they wanted to be present today and to reaffirm the commitment in the care of soils and water. Please, videos.
Hoy nos sumamos a la celebración del Día Mundial del Suelo y estamos muy de acuerdo en que el suelo y el agua son fuente de vida.
La Secretaría de Agricultura y Desarrollo Rural se suma a la conmemoración del Día Mundial del Suelo.
Mantengamos nuestros suelos vivos y sanos para contar con las funciones que nos proporcionan, como son la filtración del agua, la captura de carbono y la provisión de alimentos.
El manejo sostenible de este recurso nos conducirá a la preservación de las especies y la vida en nuestro planeta.
El suelo es un componente fundamental de nuestra madre tierra y como tal, nuestra fuente de vida.
Mantener los suelos vivos es muy importante para tener una agricultura con potencial productivo importante y para toda la vida del planeta.
Cuidemos todo lo que nos cobija, cuidemos el suelo.
Sigamos en este cometido porque el agua y el suelo son fuente de vida.
Agua y suelo, fuente de vida.
¡Feliz Día del Suelo!
Happy World Soils Day from the Caribbean.
¡Feliz Día Mundial del Suelo! ¡Feliz Día Mundial del Suelo!
Happy World Soils Day! Happy World Soils Day! Let's celebrate!
Soil is, as we have been able to see in the video, has the active participation of the different regions, North America, South America, and the Caribbean. And it also has the participation of every actor since the government, academia, agriculture, and private sector. They are all the members of the governments, are partners of Astra Genera, They have worked unitedly in different topics related with the sustainable management of soils, as for example, to enhance soils laboratories, generations of digital training of farmers, and the remediation of polluted soils, and the actions of adaptations and mitigations for climatic changes so we can have more resilient and productive soils.
I want to call your attention that are with us today to summarize the main activities that either FAO ASLAC have been developing during this year, 2023. So specifically, the countries of the region have a great awareness of the importance of the soils and have they might, and in fact, the activities of a sustainable management of their soils. Many of the countries have programs of integrated soil management supporting the productive sector. We have great strength in the region. We have successful experiences that have been shared among the different countries. And some have a certain expertise in erosion, others have moved forward in terms of recarbonization, and the other in terms of collaboration. All the experiences have been diverse, and we see here some of the examples. We have, for example, the mapping and monitoring of the fertility of the soils for the resilient agro systems through different projects that have been performed and will be held in Honduras and Nicaragua. Sub-regional events as well, and the very participative and sustainable management of the land that includes also mapping, labs, and intervention areas. Also, we have as an intervention very different approach of sustainable management of land, supporting all the research on degradation and contamination of the soil due to heavy metals. We have the recarbonization pilots in Costa Rica as well, and we had an assessment of the efficiency and obtain the different practices of sustainable with the protocol of the sustainable management of the soil that's been applying in all the region. We have had the strengthening of the infrastructure, technical capacity, quality control of the labs, of the analysis of the soil by the lab Solange and the different networks of the different labs. We also have developed and created capacity building for the farmers through programs of farmers to implement the different practices, sustainable management of the soil, and implementing in Mexico, Bolivia, Colombia, Chile, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Venezuela, Antigua, Barbuda, and Santa Lucia. In the future, we will have implemented in Nicaragua, Honduras, and Guatemala. On the other hand, the community of practice in 2023 have developed a series of activities in order to support the members and the countries in their requirements and requests. For example, in April this year, we had the Global Soil Doctors Program was held. We shared the launching of the program in Chile, and they showed interest and wanted to know how to implement this program in their own countries. To answer all these doubts, we had a debate where the program was presented together with successful experiences by Chile, Bolivia, Colombia, and Mexico. Between May and July, the community of practices of soils with several actors, they realized the conversation on good practices in terms of sustainable management of soils and water, presenting new techniques, innovation practices of handling that may accelerate the transition and the positive change towards a sustainable management of soil and water, even in forestry and sustainable and healthy food systems. More information will be delivered by Javiera in her next presentation. During the month of October, we had the technical debate, impact of the forestry fires and all the impact on the different biomes and impact on the fertility of the soil. It was enhanced also the importance of promote the agroforestry systems that are dynamic and defend the education and collaboration for the conservation. We had a preventive approach, the importance of the effective communication and the allocation for budget to protect the soils. All these activities promoted by ASLAC and the community of practice on the soil. You can find them in the different sites or different web pages. These links will be shared on the chat of the transmission channels today. And finally, I want to mention that the Regional Office of FAO is developing a series of publications to position the soil as a resource among the decision makers, and also to disseminate knowledge and raise awareness on this such valuable resource and to general public. So we'll continue with our program. Now we will invite Sol Ortiz, and she will announce the winner of the photo contest. The winners will have their credits in the repository of the pictures and at FAO. And Sol, please, the floor is yours.
Muchísimas gracias. Muy buenos
Thank you very
días.
much. Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon from here, from Uruguay. I'm here at the COP28. I greet all of you. And for me, it's really a pleasure to be here at this event with the Alliance for the Soil in Latin America and the Caribbean, where we are starting all the commemorations in terms of the World Soil Day. I greet all the members of this panel, Dr. Mario Lubetkin. It's a pleasure seeing you, and it's a pleasure that you are with us as well, Dr. Villalobos as well. I greet you very, very warmly.
Lo que nos
And
tocó el día de hoy es
what we have for
anunciar
today is to announce
son los ganadores
who are the winners of the photo contest. And I want to start saying that we received 31 different photographs. It's a good number. We would have liked to have more, because next year we will have a greater participation in the region. So this is the first time that we are organizing this contest. So if you can please have the presentation of the photographs here on the screen, I would like to comment on them. All the photographs were sent to different experts that supported us, and the pictures that three of the ones we received were the ones that were selected by the experts. And these three pictures, we will see them on the screen on the presentation, if you can. Well, these three photographs were sent, and all the community of practice selected the winner according to this voting. I would like you to see them.
Permítenos un minuto, Sol, buscamos la presentación de la
We
fotografía.
were looking for the presentation of the photograph. I can show it here briefly. And I hope I can share my screen here. I have the presentation here at hand. So please, you can share it, please.
Gracias. Estoy tratando. Share. Espero que ya se vea completa.
I hope you can see it here now. If you can put it on the presentation mode. So this photograph contest. Thank you very much. As I said, these are the three pictures that were sent as the finalist. Jimmy Villalta from Venezuela is the first one. Jimmy sent more than one picture. These two were selected by the experts. And the third one, you can see here on the right-hand side, was selected as the third finalist from Isabel Alejandra Pérez Castillas from Mexico. After the voting we had in the community of practice community, Isabel Alejandra was the winner. So we greet her very warmly. And the other presentation We will see here the percentage of how many votes she got, but we want to share this. Well, congratulations for this photo contest, and we hope that soon we will have greater participation for this contest. I like this picture very much because it shows the source of life, which is soil and water. Thanks to you, Sol, for presenting the results of this contest, and also I congratulate you to Isabel, Alejandra, and I thank all the ones who sent the pictures. And as you said, we really we would like to have more pictures in the to the next celebration of World Soil Day, to the next day. So be alert for next year. Now, to close with the interventions, I give the floor to Javiera Suarez, which is well to show the results of the good practices in terms of community practices. You have 10 minutes.
Hola, buenos días, Ana. ¿Me puedes
Good
indicar
morning. Can you tell me if you can see the screen? Okay, thank you. Thank you for this invitation to share with you this regional celebration of the World Soil Day. Thank you for all of those who are present, members of the panel, and people that are watching us through social media. We launched this invitation that is called Good Practices to a Sustainable Management of Soil and Water.
Esta convocatoria
This meeting was launched in July this year and was oriented to gather good practices on the region of Latin America, the Caribbean, and Africa. It's focused in soil and water management. We think this because this is for the celebration that we would have today. It was open to all those people who were interested, for trainers, agriculturists, technicians, professionals, and all the actors that were related with the rural world. We asked them to participate here and to fill in a form.
prácticas, innovaciones y tecnologías.
They could present their good practices and final results, and they could be they could be adapted by different communities. We had different organizers, people on the organizations. You can see them on the screen. The Alliance of the Food Sovereignty Alliance for Latin America and the Caribbean, the Argentinian Association of Productores de Siembra Directa, the Catholic Relief Service, the platforms of knowledge of agriculture, the communities of family agriculture for Africa and Latin America, the water, the resources and soils in Latin America and the Caribbean.
Luego de haber terminado el proceso de...
After finishing the process of ended a call for proposals, we had an evaluation process. We received 88 proposals, and the evaluation committee was associated to the network, the previous networks, and the interdisciplinary network. And during the whole process, the transparencies and the well functioning of this process. They selected 32 good practices in both continents and represented more than 34 countries. There you can see in color the different countries of the practice selected. The committee was created by 11 members of FAO, of the regional project of BRAPA, la Asociación Argentina, and the alliances for the sovereignty and Africa food. They received these 32 good practices.
Ahí pueden ver las fotografías de algunas
There you can see some of the pictures that are relations with water preservation, cultives, and the coverage of soil, and that is forestry, monitoring and the quality of water, reforestry of certain degraded areas, urban and rural areas, education and participation of the community.
Para poder reconocer y difundir toda esta
To be
buena
able to recognize and to spread all of this knowledge, everything, FAO, together with all the organizations, were creating a publication of good practices. It's being designed now, and in 2024, we will distribute all these information. The publications of pictures related with these good practices will be sent with the corresponding projects so they can recognize all these good practices. And aside from that, they would be part of the repository of the knowledge platforms of family agricultures and soils. We will also give all this information through social networks and different campaigns. And for next year, we will have different different discussions about these good practices, and then they can spread the knowledge that they have. And the most important things that we hope that these good practices should be informed to all similar territories, and then we can generate some improvements. We're really proud to have this discussion, and congratulations to all of those who participated in this discussion. Thank you so much. And I will give the floor to Ana so that she can continue. Thank you, Javiera, for presenting the results of this discussion, and congratulations for all of those that were selected as best practices. And now we hope to be alert to the different initiatives that are coming from practice communities and together with ASLAS. Now I will moderate this event, the commemoration of soils, World Soils Day. We know that in every country of the region, they have events, programs for soils, water, life sources. We wish you the best success in every meeting. Of course, each of us has a main role in the preservation of soils and to take care of soils and the water availability for future generations. Today, we not only commemorate, but we renew our commitment with soil and water's health. Each action is good and we can make a difference. We would like to thank all of those who participated because they're active and enthusiastic participation. This wouldn't be possible without your participation. And we had more than 300 people connected to different platforms. Let's continue collaborating. Let's continue working together so we can have our healthy soils and good quality waters. I will remember you that this will be the recorded event will be in a web page. We know that every country is preparing their commemorations, and please send us the link so then we can be part of it and we can participate in your commemoration. Thank you for being with us. I would like, please have a nice end of the year and let's continue working together. Excellent day, good afternoon, and thank